ago, I did a big change and moved to the U.S. and I was alone for a long time. And when I met her, I didn't feel alone anymore. I feel grateful for just to experience like such a powerful love. Very genuine, very very beautiful. And I don't know, it's just me, but well, I don't know if it's just me because I don't think so, but it's like one of those where you feel that not that everything's ending, but more as in you feel that you're not gonna be able to find that same feeling from anybody else or another person, and that's quite tough because I read from this philosopher. I think he is like the philosopher, the top guy of like existentialism, I believe. His name was Soren Kierkegaard, something like that. And I think I wrote his quote on here, and it was this anxiety over the lives we cannot live was a major part of his thinking. And it just hit me so hard because as soon as I read that, I was like, damn, like that's exactly how I feel. I could not pinpoint what was the feeling that I had and why I thought, damn, I'm not going to be able to experience anything like this anymore. And each time if I meet a new person, it's not going to be enough because I don't feel that same type of way, even though who knows. And it says that the romance would influence his writings for the rest of his life, and as must have, he regretted it as always. I'm not sure if I'm just being nihilistic or just depressed, but I'm just saying how I feel. And I accept it, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just your mind playing you tricks. And I was thinking like maybe even God gave me this made kind of like he made this happen as a way for me to step back and just to become a better man or a better person in general, and you never know. Sometimes you come back together and it works out, and sometimes I feel like you don't. But I'm just gonna try to be the best version and upgrade myself and just become better and work hard. And right now I don't really have anything of plan, as in I don't know what direction I'm going, because it kind of really messes your whole life up in a way. You would think that your love life and your goals are kind of not intertwined, but at the same time they are, because your love life, every time you develop these goals, I feel like you also involve in some kind of way of the person you are with. And that's how I was, I feel like I had a lot of projects and a lot of things I wanted to do where I was just thinking about me. I was thinking of us, and so now without her, it's kind of tricky. Kind of like put pause on everything, and I just haven't been really going after it and doing things. I've just been kind of like chilling. Because a lot of the things that I did, a lot of my creative stuff that I did, from like even like doing videos or Photoshop or writing, a lot of my inspiration was coming from her, and she was a really big motivator in the creative things that I did, because I knew she always embraced that side of me that I'd never shared with anybody. She was the first person I ever told her about my goals and what would be my dream and stuff like that. of our commitments, they don't work out. But what are we supposed to do with them, you know? Maybe it's just change them, adjust. Or maybe just hold on and be patient. You never know what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I didn't really have a lot written down for this. I'm just talking on the top of my head. I've been writing a lot of stuff, journaling, trying to process like my feelings, and I don't just want to have in my head the feelings that I've been going through. I don't want to just have it in my head and start thinking about them. I'd rather. I've felt that it has worked where I just sit down and start writing, and I write like 4 or 5 pages in 15 minutes about anything, and I feel like that's one way where it helps me with my overthinkness, maybe an anxiety and a little bit too. It just helps you reflect on where you could have been better and what the mistakes were, and how can I be better. And you know, I've been reading a lot more. I've been reading this book of what is it called? The Superior Man, I believe it's called, and it's kind of like a book of that helps you, not helps you, but it tells you kind of like the roles that men and women have, and even if you're like a gay or whatever you are, and like it could work somehow. You just gotta adjust it, but it's a really good book of so you could learn kind of like what the dynamics are in relationships, and to me, like, I just started reading it and a lot of things just clicked about what I could have done better and what I wasn't doing. And yeah, it's a very good book. I'll recommend it a lot. It's the Way of the Superior Man, I believe it's called, and I'll be making videos about it probably. You know, there's a lot of good stuff in it. But yeah, that book, I've been reading it for a while now, probably like a couple weeks before my breakup, where I started like connecting the dots, but I found out it's a good book, so go check it out. All right, thanks for watching.